Hi, welcome to GCTV. I'm DJ Petty. Today we have two student DJs here with us to talk about how they got in the business. First up is well-known wedding DJ Colby Brown. How did you get started in the business? What made you choose it?
I wasn't really a choice. 2.5 years ago, my girlfriend's daughter was getting married in Morning Glory Farms out in Monroe, and the DJ backed out about 1.5 months, 2 months ahead of the event. So I told her, let's get the equipment. I'll do the wedding for her. Once we get done, we'll sell the equipment. We'll be done with it. We'll get all our money back. Fortunately, it didn't work like that, and at this point, I'm actually glad that it worked in our favor. We kept the equipment. The people at the venue, including the wedding director, the photographer, the videographer, they're like, you do a really good job. You should think about continuing this. They actually asked for business cards and things like that. And with it being my first wedding, I wasn't prepared to give out business cards and everything like that. Wasn't prepared to do that good of a job, but we did a lot of research prior to it before we even got started on it. That 1.5 months was just busting our butts on realizing what to do at a wedding, how to run it smoothly, what are some odds and ends that we can do to get people dancing, how to get people to have fun. We did a lot of research there, and fortunately 2.5 years later, we can say that we've got just over 50 weddings under our belt. So in 2.5 years, I'd say we're getting where we need to be. We're growing. We're looking at expanding, possibly adding a photo booth here and there, and some other things. Maybe training another DJ to do more events. But it's just one of those things that kind of fell in our lap, and we ran with it. And we haven't looked back since then. So.
So at what point did things just take off for you, though? Like, just elaborate on that.
I would say after the first year. After the first year, we put pictures on Facebook. Word of mouth has tremendously helped us get where we need to be. Word of mouth, we have a couple repeat customers that I do Halloween parties for and graduation parties for. They're not too far from where we live. I go do business for them all the time, just small ends, Christmas parties, Halloween parties, typical little small events. And then in return, they did a review for us on our website. They've actually, if anybody needs a wedding DJ, they're always referring us. They're always giving out our business cards. So they push us. And, not only that, I guess where it really started taking off is when we decided, hey, we're just going to strictly focus on weddings. That's what we want to be a part of. And that's the business side of it that we want to cater to. So I think once we decided to start doing weddings and focus wholeheartedly on weddings, that's whenever everything took off the way it needed to go.
And then, how do you usually find your clients?
Clients find me.
The clients find you?
Clients find me. I'm listed under weddingwire.com, theknot.com, Event Active. I've got a Facebook page that you can check us out at. It's Endless Dreams Entertainment. I've got a website. So all that all together, along with word of mouth, and word of mouth is the biggest emphasis on that. I'd say from there.
Okay, and then what type of music do you like playing at weddings?
I play all kinds. And the reason why is if I go to a wedding, I'm there to deal with kids, teenagers, 20-year-old, 30-year-olds, all the way up to 70, 80, sometimes 90-year-old people. So I have to play a range everywhere from chairman of the board to the Platters to modern-day Meghan Trainor and Sam Smith. I play virtually everything. And one thing that I have learned with weddings is most weddings, there's maybe a 400 or 500 song set list that you're going to hear these songs at all the weddings you go to. Certain songs are more popular at weddings. So we play such a large genre of music. We play the hip hop, rock, R&B, everything, a little bit of everything. Country's big around here also. That's one of the biggest ones. And then for ceremony, it's, whatever they feel needs to fit in processional, recessional, bridal march. Technically, we leave it up to the bride and groom also. So that way they have the decision on what they want to hear. So if they say, I had a bride one time, she told me, I gave her my planning sheets and I have a do not playlist on there. So what she did is she sit there and she goes, do not play anything from the 1960s to the 1970s. So I had to sit down with her and I was like, well, you realize you just took out a whole 20 years worth of music from my collection. And a lot of that is good stuff, because to me, I feel music died back in the early 90s. Music changed and it's just went downhill from there. It's not like it used to be. So I'm a older generation type person. So I like my older music, oldies, classic rock, all that good stuff. And we try to fill out the crowds also. If I'm sitting there during dinner, I'll look around at all the guests there, and I'll see what they're tapping their foot to, or what they're singing along to, or what they're moving around to. I'll do all that stuff so that way I get a feel for what they like. So I go based on that judgment and what I feel they're enjoying.
So now I gotta ask you about this. What's up with the ducks?
My rubber duckies.
Yeah. What is this?
Well, as you can see, I have a groom ducky and I have a bride ducky.
Yeah.
Now, at most of our weddings,
you don't put on a puppet show, do you?
No, I do not put on a puppet show. This is for entertainment and for fun purposes at weddings. A lot of people refer to it as a shoe game. Now, to me, I don't want to make the bride and groom go and take off their shoes and they'll have to use them to answer questions. So with us, I came up with the idea of let's get some rubber duckies. We'll put them on a stick. We take the bride and groom, we'll take them on the dance floor. I'll put them back to back in a chair. They'll sit down. The bride will get a groom ducky and a bride ducky, and the groom will get a bride ducky and a groom ducky. I'll ask them questions, basically, just simple things to let the guests know a little bit more on their relationship. Certain questions like who's going to be in control of the TV remote, or who's going to be the one to say not tonight, dear.
So they'd hold up.
And then they would answer the questions based on who would kill the spider in the bathtub. Groom. 9 times out of 10, that's the honest answer. The groom's going to kill the spider in a bathtub. Same thing with the TV remote. Your groom, they always got control of the TV. Just different things like that. And you know, who's going to be the one most likely to drop their phone in the toilet? Brides. Women. So I mean, it makes a fun, creative, interactive thing, especially whenever all the guests get in there, they start shouting out the answers, and it just makes for a fun, loose environment. It gets everybody loosened up and ready to go.
So what kind of equipment do we have here today?
Today I just brought a little basic setup. I'll start with the speaker. I've got a Electro Voice ZLX 15. It is a 15-inch speaker. They are 1,000 watts a piece. I've only got one on there. I also use a scrim. Scrim covers up the pole and the nastiness of the cords and all that stuff. And me, I'm a simply elegant person. I like it to be simple, yet elegant, and look very nice. Now onto the table, I'm using a Denon MC6000. It is a 4-deck DJ controller. So if I want to, I can mix together upwards of 4 songs at one time. Typically, I'm a wedding DJ. I don't need 4 decks. I just got it just to play around with at home. So whenever I go out, I just use 2 decks off of it. I can run my microphone off of here. Of course, my headphones come off. My computer runs straight into this program. Program is pulled up on my computer. Let me type in the password real quick for you. My program's pulled up. I've got all my music on the hard drive. I've got close to 20,000 songs in there. It's running Virtual DJ 7, which is to me, there's so many different DJ programs, softwares out there. To me, I'm a virtual DJ man. There's not, with doing weddings, I don't have to go in and do the whole club mixes and all that good stuff. But I mean, I've got samples on there. I've got 4 different hot cue points to where I can cue up different parts of each song, effect buttons. I've got the MacBook Pro, which I just recently bought and upgraded to that. Since I did that, I mean, everything's ran a lot more smoothly. Not that we had any problems beforehand, but you can tell once you get a new computer, especially a Mac product, the latency is not going to be as bad. And also, I've got a set of V-Moda headphones there that I will always adore. I've had those for I want to say 2 years. Yes, I started out DJing with those headphones. Did research on what were the best pairs to buy. You know, people talk about Beats and Sonys and all, Pioneers and all that good stuff. And I've come to the conclusion that V-Moda is top of the line. V-Moda, it's just there. They've got everything on lockdown as far as headphones. So that's a little bit about that. I do have a microphone, but I don't have it set up. It's a wireless shear microphone. So other than that, it's pretty basic. I got dance lights too that I use. I take out to every single wedding.
Right.
I brung those. I just didn't set them up. There's
Oh, so these lights aren't really dancy, are they?
No, these lights aren't dancy, but if I can find my remote, watch this. I think this is pretty cool. I've got different settings on here. Like one of the settings, actually my little, that's the wrong remote. Here's the right remote. How about that? My settings, I've got like a sound activated setting. So
right.
If I sit here and play music, as you can see, it's barely picking it up, but
That's really cool.
It's sound activated. It also does different fades. It fades 7 different colors on there. Actually 8 different colors. I can set it on a different color. So if I'm doing your wedding and your color screen or your color scheme for the wedding is green, hit the green button, I throw it right on the green and it sits on green throughout the night. It does, like I said, the fades. It also does the jump colors. So it jumps different colors, all that good
seizure
stuff.
warning on this.
Yeah, I would recommend a seizure warning. So there's a couple different things. I enjoy it because it covers up, again, the nastiness. I'm a simply elegant person, like I said. So with all this, that table topper, it brings out a little bit more elegance to the night. And I know there was one picture on there. As you can see, I was using purple. Actually blue on that setup. And that was out at Vesuvius Vineyards in Lincolnton. So it just depends on their color scheme, things like that. I like to match. I like to look presentable and professional as I can.
Show us what you would be doing at a wedding.
Now at a wedding, okay, for instance, let's see. If I'm going to play some dinner music, you know, this is the kind of dinner music I like to listen to. This is the Thames. Be young, be foolish, be happy. For dinner, I'll go in and I'll play stuff like this. Feel-good music, stuff, again, everybody will listen to, everybody knows. Now, one cool thing I'll show off real quick is I do an icebreaker dance at weddings that I feel need it. And by that means, if I feel like everybody's going to be uptight, there's not going to be a lot of dancing, what I'll do is I'm going to try this as best as I can real quick with you. Right here is I'll go in and I'll play my icebreaker. Now, my icebreaker, I'll play this song right here. Everybody knows that song. Mission Impossible theme song. Now, while I'm doing this, I'll ask all the women to come up on the dance floor. They come up on the dance floor, they make a circle. Once they get there, I'll ask them, you know, what's missing? And of course, the women are gonna say the men. So I'm like, all right, men, we gotta get all the men up on the dance floor. I'll get all the men to come up, make a circle behind the women, so I'll have 2 circles. Again, while this song is playing, I'll tell the inner circle, the ladies, to walk in a circle to their left, and the men to walk in a circle to their right.
Right.
Once they do that, they're doing that, they're having fun, they're throwing in high fives with each other, they're all got smiles on their face, they're having a good time. I'll switch it on them. I'll tell them, you know, when the song switches, dance with whoever you're next to. So, I'll throw on Chubby Checker the twist.
Okay.
And so they gotta sit there and do the twist with whoever they're next to. They do that for, I'd say about a minute. I'll let them do it. Once they do that, fade it right back into Mission Impossible, and they do their circles again. And I continue on to do it 2 to 3 times. Sometimes I've been as far as 4. So once it does that, again, usually the last time, I threw it right onto a line dance. Everybody's already on the dance floor. They're all dancing. So we got them dancing now. We started off with the line dance, and they're all still out on the dance floor. And then from there, we can go into something like a brick house. And throw in some funk, and it'll keep everybody there on the dance floor. And line dances are one of the things that I just typically, line dances I like to use as a tool. I don't never play a line dance back to back to back to back, because once you use them all up, I don't like to repeat songs. So that's just a little bit odds and ends on what we do. If y'all need any more information, y'all can always check us out online. Facebook.
What is the website?
Our Facebook is Endless Dreams Entertainment. And you can also find us at our website, which is www.endlessdreamsent.com/endlessdreamsent.
All right.
So you can find us there. Check us out on Wedding Wire also. And that's just a little bit of what we do.
Thank you for joining us. For more information on Colby's business, be sure to check out his website. After the break, Jake Dew from Do Boy Fresh will be joining us to talk about how he started a business at local clubs. Take care.
Thank you.
The Civil Engineering Technology program at Gaston College is unique. With their new skills from this ABET accredited program, they can get a professional job or even further their education at a bachelor's program. For more information, contact Scotty Brooks.
Hey, welcome back to GCTV. I'm DJ Petty. I'm here with the second DJ of the day, Jake Dew, also known as DJ Do Boy Fresh. So tell us, how did you get started in this business?
Well, man, to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure exactly how it started, but I remember about 2 or 3 years ago, I was really hardcore making beats, just messing with music. I was going to a lot of shows, hip-hop shows, electronic shows, and I just started immersing myself in the world of music. Eventually, my brother came up to me and was like, "We need to get you a live show." Mm-hmm. So I told him, "Yeah, I'm definitely down." I was like, "If you can set it up, I'll definitely do it." So he comes back around 2 weeks later and says, "I got you a gig, 11 o'clock at night."
Where was that at?
Label Charlotte.
All right.
Yeah, so I was super stoked because I've seen Steve Aoki there, I've seen Tiesto there, and for me to be able to play on the same stage that they played on blew my mind. But either way, I was super excited. I practiced and practiced. Me and all my friends ended up showing up, and we had a blast. It was crazy. It was so fun. I have so many memories from that night, from jumping off the stage into the crowd to dance with my friends, to just all the crazy shenanigans we got into that night.
So when did things take off for you?
Right after Label, I was expecting to, get flown to California and, be pampered, start eating sushi, and all that good stuff. But it didn't work out like that. So I sat around for a year, still making music, still making mixes, trying to build myself as an artist.
Right.
And after about a year of no jobs, something happened. And then I was getting a job one weekend, getting a call a couple days later for another job. And then soon after, I was doing 2 shows in one weekend.
Right.
So it was just like a snowball effect, man. I rolled a small one down the hill, and I'm still rolling down that hill, and my snowball has gotten much bigger.
Right. So how do your clients find you?
I'm not really sure, They just call me, like they've got my phone number from the internet.
Right.
Facebook.com.
Do you have a website?
I do have a website, doboyfresh.com. Do, D-E-W, that's my last name. Boy, as I'm obviously of the male gender.
Right.
And fresh, because I like to keep it fresh.
Oh, yeah.
But they'll contact me through phone, through the internet, give me a date, ask a price, I'll shoot it to them, and normally I end up playing their gig.
Now elaborate on what kind of music you like to play. You said something about electronic. So
Yeah.
just go ahead.
So when I say electronic music, a lot of people are gonna think of techno. Well, within techno, there are many, many genres and varieties. I play a style of electronic music called trap.
Trap.
Now, that's a high-paced, really quick, fist pumping in the air, high snares, a lot of snare rolls, huge build-ups and then drops. I play a lot of things, but that is my number one go-to music.
Okay. And what kind of equipment do we have here today with us?
Well, today, I brought a little package for you. Right here is my DDJ Pioneer Ergo. It's got 2 platters. It's got my crossfader. I have filters, all kind of effects in here. I've got unlimited songs through Virtual DJ, which I subscribe to. Wow. So if you can think of a song from the 1960s, I can pull it up within a matter of seconds with the technology that I have. Right here is my laptop, which folds over into a tablet, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see in this picture, I didn't bring it with me today, but I have a backdrop. That's a Chauvet Motion Drape LED.
Okay.
It's really nice. Here it is again. It has a lot of different patterns it scrolls through, all different kind of colors. It's a really nice effect.
Okay. What kind of venues would you take all this stuff to? Like, where do you usually have your gigs?
Well, there's a lot of different places. Once again, here, this picture shows me at the 4th of July party at the Shelby City Park Gym. I played for a bunch of kids. I still played electronic music. And they loved it. I was remixing Nickelodeon theme songs into my electronic, so it was super cool, man. The kids loved it. I had kids up there on the microphone. But other than that, a popular place that I play is Mi Pueblitos, Mexican restaurant. At night, sometimes they'll do college nights for the college that's nearby, which is Gardner-Webb University.
Yeah.
And all those people out there really support my music. So when they come to Mi Pueblitos for a party, they'll normally ask the manager to call me up, and I'll be there within a matter of hours playing music.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and show me what kind of stuff you would play at your venue?
All right, definitely.
All right, that was awesome. Thank you for joining us today. For more information on Jake's business, be sure to check out his website. Thanks for watching GCTV. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, bud.